Today in this our daily minute series, we will have few questions of the soil science. As you know that we have started in such a way that they will choose the topic from the soil science, and the questions will be asked related to soil science only. So in just now in daily minute series, just we are going with the soil science. Again, we'll go with the agronomy. Again, we'll go with the animal husbandry. Then like this horticulture, economics, extension, pathology, entomology, and allied agriculture, all the subjects will be covered in our daily minute series. Okay. Now today's questions are from the physical properties of soil. So first question is, combination of which horizon is known as solemn? Okay, A plus B, A plus B plus C, C only, B only, or none of the above. Okay, first you try to understand what is solemn, then you can give the answers. Okay, solemn are said to be those layer of the soils in which already soil forming process has started. Okay, now when you comes to the, you see if there are different horizon in soil, you see A horizon, B horizon, C horizon. Okay, like this, you know that elevation takes place in A horizon and elevation takes place in B horizon. This is washing out or this is washing in. Substances or oxides moves from A horizon, and that is elevation, and that gets deposited in B horizon. And you both all know this. You know that these both are one of the soil forming process. Either elevation is also a soil forming process, and elevation is also soil forming process. And this is taking place in horizon A and B. There is no role of horizon C. Okay. The answer to the question will be horizon A plus horizon B. Horizon A plus B plus C is known as regolith. Okay. And if you talk about the C only, then it's known as parent material. Okay. The answer is A plus B. Next, which of the following component have direct relation with the bulk density? Okay. Bulk density, the Miss question is asking that bulk density is directly proportional to which of the following element? This is the questions. Okay. Means directly proportional means if pore space is increasing, then bulk density should also increase. This will be the direct relations. Okay. First, you know what is bulk density? Mass per unit volume. And in the volume, we include the volume of the solid particles as well as the pore space. Okay. Generally, bulk density has a value of 1.1 to 1.6. It has more importance than particle density. Okay. Suppose you talk about the clay particles, 1.1 is bulk density, sandy 1.6, okay, loam 1.4. As the texture gets finer, the bulk density decreases. Okay. Now, if you talk which has direct relation with the bulk density, okay, means if you are increasing the, see, bulk density is directly proportional to compactness of soil, okay, depth of soil, cropping or platy structure, directly proportional. Means if the compactness of the soil is increasing, means bulk density will also increase. Depth is increasing, means bulk density will also increase. And it is inversely proportional to pore space, finer texture, tillage, organic matter, all these. Means if you are increasing the pore space, means pore space you are increasing, then bulk density will decrease. Okay. Now, if you are increasing the finer texture, then also bulk density will increase. If increasing the final texture, then also bulk density will decrease. And if you are doing tillage, then also bulk density will decrease. If you are adding organic matter, then also bulk density will decrease. Only when you increase the compactness of soil, then bulk density also increases. Okay. You can see of this finer texture, sandy soil has coarser texture and clay has finer texture. Then sandy soil has bulk density of 1.6 and clay soil has a 1.1. Then our answer will be, if the question is about direct relation, then it is compactness of the soil. Now our next question is from the soil color. The question is, if the soil color is inherited from the parent material, this soil color depends upon the minerals also, and also from the parent from where it is inherited, then it is called as lithochromic, acquired, pedochromic, hue, value. Okay, lithochromic. What is lithochromic? Is when we call soil as lithochromic when the soil color is inherited from the parent material. Okay. Next is acquired. Okay, soil colors develops through different soil forming process. Then that is acquired. And to acquired only we call it pedochromic also. And hue is what? It denotes dominant spectral color, and value is what? Denotes lightness or darkness of the color. Then according to the options, our answer should be lithochromic. What is specific heat of organic matter? And that you have to reply in calorie per gram. 1, you are after that 0.2, 0.11, 0.44 or none. You know what is specific heat? A specific heat is heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of a substance by 1 degree Celsius. Okay. Now see, the specific of water is 1 calorie per gram. Okay, means if it has to raise the temperature of 1 gram substance, then 1 calorie heat has to be spent. For soil, it is 0.2 calorie per gram. For minerals, it is 0.11 calorie per gram, and for organic matter, it's 0.44 calorie per gram. Okay, means you can see the soil. If you have to raise the temperature of the soil of 1 gram soil, then you have to spend only 0.2 gram calorie heat, and for water 1 means 5 times earlier the soil will get heater. And what is our question? It was asked about the specific what organic matter is 0.44. Atterbury's consistency limit compromises of first option is shrinkage limit, again plastic limit, again liquid limit, all or none. First try to understand what is. See, what is soil consistency? First thing, soil consistency is related to the firmness of the soil. Okay, it is only applicable on the fine grained soil, and it depends on the minerals content and water content of the soil. See, when you take an ideal soil, suppose you are taking, so this is water content of the soil, water content, and suppose this is the volume. Okay, initially when you will increase the water content, you are increasing the water content, then you will find that suppose initially this is a 0, and at that time this is the volume, this is the volume of soil. Okay, now you have come to here 5 point, means water content has increased to 5, but you will see the volume of soil is constant. Okay, why? Because during this time when water is given, water volume is increasing, we are giving water, then the spaces, porous spaces is or present in the soil, that is being filled. Okay, that is being filled till here. This point means you can call it as this point as WS, and that is shrinkage limit till here. If you are increasing the water content, then also the volume of the soil is not increasing, that is constant. Okay, why? Because the pore space is being filled with the water, or pores, micropores or macropores are filled with the water. After this shrinkage limit, when you will increase the water content, then suddenly the volume will start increasing. Okay, you are increasing the water level and volume will increase. Then first there will come that semi-solid stage, again we will get this point when water will, soil will start behaving like a plastic. Okay, after that again it will start behaving like a liquid, depends upon the water content increasement. Okay, and Atterbury's consistency limit compromises of all shrinkage limit, plastic limit, and liquid limit. All these 3 limits, of combination of all these 3 limits known as Atterbury's consistency limit. Answer will be all. Okay. Tomorrow we'll cover few more questions of soil physical properties. Okay, after that we'll move to next topic. Just to you subscribe the channel so that you cannot miss our any video. Thank you.